Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. Before we go into it, I want to tell you guys, if this is your first time visiting the channel and you like what you see so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon that's on the side of it so you'll receive notification of all my future videos that's coming up, my upcoming videos that's coming up, and there are a lot more that's coming. So if you do, and also, and don't forget to hit that like button also, and leave a comment, because all of that kind of stuff I like to to read and talk about, and there's also other people like to read your comments. So if you got something to say regarding anything that's up here, or anything you want to talk about, anything, one of my past videos, or just leave a comment. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help build the channel. Okay, with that being said, let's get right after it. Today, what you see before you is the Fluke 1587. I know a lot of you know about this meter. This is 1587 FC. I know a lot of you know about the name Fluke and this insulation tester, multimeter. Some of you may even own one or two. And I know you know about this brand, Klein. Klein tubes. Well, this is their new insulation tester, model number ET600. I don't know just how long it's been on the market, but I do know, I think it came out in this year, 2020. And this Fluke 1587 has been out for a couple of years now. I think maybe a year or two, maybe a little bit longer, I'm not sure. So I won't go into great detail as far as in the testing and testing motors or anything like that. I'm just doing a comparison, talking, and doing some talking points, what I like and what I don't like about each meter, and which one that I would choose to go into battle with. Now, I know most of you probably think you asked that question already by saying, well, guess what? You think I'll go into this one, go with this one into battle first, because it's a Fluke. You may be right, but then again, you may be wrong. But so let me just get into it, and we talk about a few things. Like I say, what I like and what I don't like about each meter. It may even surprise from some of y'all. Now, as far as the Fluke is known, it's renowned for having high quality instruments, even down to the test leads and the accessories. This is the Fluke, the leads that come with it right here. I can't think the name of it. TR29, if I'm not mistaken. These are the test probes that come with the Fluke. This comes off right here, and this little protector goes on to help prevent arc flash, and it's like a safety. And it's on both of them, as you see. And these are some nice high quality test leads also. These are alligator clips that come with Fluke. They have their little name on the top, and really nice test leads. Very nice test leads, as well as the Fluke itself. This Fluke have a lot of features on it. They have low Z, they have volts AC, volts DC, millivolts, I'm sorry, and that, my glasses, millivolts, they have temperature, millivolts, AC, DC, resistance, have continuity, diode testing, resistance, capacitance, continuity, diode testing. They have AC, DC, microamps, and they have test voltages from 50 volts to 1,000 volts insulation testing. It's what else we have? It's rated for Cat 3, Cat 4, 1,000 volts Cat 3, 600 volts Cat 4, 440 milliamp fuse, and a lot of other stuff here. Hold button, lock button, min max, hertz. They have temperature, Celsius and Fahrenheit, the range. Let me just turn it on so you guys can see. Have the range, have the FC, which is Fluke Connect. Let me see. See this select button, the blue, that's the select button. Have a backlight. This is a real nice meter, very nice meter. And a real nice meter to bring into battle with you. If you're on a project, it'll serve you well. Now, this Klein, like I said, is new to the market. but I think Klein did fairly well with this meter. And I mean, I'm just going out on a limb here. Every time I see this meter and I hold it in my hand, it looks like one of the. It looked like it's a rebranded UEI multimeter. UEI is known for making multimeters for the HVAC industry, and I don't know if any of you watched the EEV blog. Dave Jones have a meter. It kind of looks like this a little bit, and I think his meter was made by Bryman. The first batch was made by Bryman. The second one I think was UEI. And this meter looks sort of like that to me. I don't know, if one of you guys know who's a maker of Klein tools as far as their test and measurement tools, just let me know in the comment. But also I'm gonna leave a comment, a link at the bottom. You guys who want to. We can go on the clock. Well, I'll still leave it for you guys who don't know. You go to fluke.com if you want to get one of these meters. Go to kleintools.com to get one of these meters. Now, I still think the UEI meter on these meters. This meter have a lot of features. It don't have as many as this one do, but I still think it'll hold its own with the basic functions that this one have. This have a lot of basic installation testing. This one goes a little bit further with all the features and stuff. This will start from 50 volts to 1,000 volts test voltages for on the installation test voltages. This will start from 125 to 1,000 volts. It goes up to 4,000 milliohms. Megaohms, I'm sorry. And it just have a continuous lock. That's if you're doing PI, which is polarization index testing, or DAR testing, which is dielectric absorption ratio testing. That's what this PI and the DAR stands for. This doesn't have the feature, but you can still do it with this. You just have to keep the time yourself, and this meter won't stop. As long when you lock it, it'll just stay on. So that's the difference. This one, once you put it on PI or DAR testing, it'll stop once they finish their test. This have a lot of nice basic features on it. As far as the multimeter side, it has AC voltage, DC voltage. It has a continuity, and have ohms. And they have Cat 4 600 volts, Cat 4 600, Cat 3 1000. True RMS, so it's the Fluke. This is a real nice meter, and I'm looking at some of the accessories that come, like this magnet that comes with this Fluke. This comes off naturally, and it has a nice strong earth magnet that goes with this. In order to get to the batteries, you have to take this boot off, this rubber protective boot. It comes off, and like I said, this is a real strong earth magnet. Come with this Velcro, and it's strong enough to hold the weight of this meter. Now, this Klein comes with a strap also. And this Fluke takes 6 AA batteries. This Klein also takes 6 AA batteries. This hooks on here. It has a little cup in there, and it just slides from the bottom onto the up there like that. This have a better chance of holding on better than this Fluke right here, if you ask me. Because if this thing right here was to ever break off or get weak, you won't be able to use this anymore. Now, whereas this Klein, this hooks right in here, so it's not going to break off like talking about it. And also, as far as this, have a nice Velcro strap on it. Now, this magnet I think the magnet hit on this Klein, it's much stronger than this Fluke. It's much bigger, it's much stronger. As far even if weight-wise, it's much heavier. So I think it'll hold more. Also, what I like about this little hole that's in the top, if you were somewhere where you couldn't put this magnet onto, as far as metal, you can always drill a nail in the wood, or if there's something up there you can hook it with, put it in there. If you had a piece of wire, you can wrap it up, or a rope. You can wrap it up and wrap it around where it is and hold your meter. So, Klein thought of everything. I think they did. So as far as that's concerned, and it's not a real bad meter, I got to give you that. But I'm gonna show you these accessories right here are not the accessories that came with this meter, but I'm gonna tell you about these in a minute. Those who haven't seen the previous video when I did on this meter, these are the alligator clips that comes with this Klein. I didn't like them at all. Still don't like them. I don't like them at all. And you take it out like that. I'm looking at the solder. That's gonna come loose in time. I just don't like that. And but I can use it for something. That's why I didn't throw them away. These multimeter leads that come with the Klein, the Klein tools name on the side is mediocre at best. So, you know, they still have the little protective shroud on here. You know, you can use them, but I choose not to because I don't like them. Period. So I switched them out with these leads right here. These leads are by Pomona. Pomona is a division of Fluke, the Fluke Corporation, and Pomona makes some really good leads. They are really high quality, so I purchased these for this. These probes right here, if you see, they almost look like the Fluke. These are Fluke right here. The red one is the Unity. Those of you who know anything about Unity, it's a Chinese brand. They're a company that makes a lot of test and measurement instruments, multimeters, installation testers, clamp meters, and so on and so forth, oscilloscopes and power supplies and things like that. They look almost like the Fluke. So, you know, I bought these for this purpose because they was cheap because I already have a pair of these also, and I bought a second pair just for this purpose. So I can put them with that. This comes off here like the Fluke, and the Flukes, remember, it comes off. Now, Unity have a multimeter that looks like the Fluke, like they copied off the Fluke 289. They have one that's the 181A, true RMS graphical multimeter. But that's a whole nother video, so I'm not gonna get off into it. I think I've done a video on it already too. You can check it out. But anyway, these two look alike, and these probes are not half bad at all. So I bought these for this purpose. These alligator clips, these are made by a company called AEMC. That's the acronym and the division of the Siobhan Arnold Company. AEMC, they've been around for a long time, and they make a lot of high quality test and measurement stuff, multimeters, ground clamp, loop tester, things like that. And they've been around for a while, a number of years, and they make some really good stuff. So the clamp alligator clips I got from them to use for this multimeter also. Again, because I didn't like these, but for the price that this thing cost, you know, you can't beat, you know, it's not expensive at all. And the quality for it too, you can't really beat that. But I just didn't like these Kleins right here. Now, as far as everything else, you know, I don't have any complaints about this thing at all. Let me just do a weigh-in right quick, and I want to see. I know without the batteries in without the battery inside this Klein, it felt kind of light. It felt nice and tight. It didn't feel loose. I didn't feel here or feel any rattling or anything squeaking in it at all. But once I put the batteries in there, I felt a little weighty, and it feels solid, very solid. So I just want to do a quick weigh in, and we'll see. Now, like I said, this has the batteries in it, as you know. So let me push it back some. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me see. Maybe you can see it from there. Let me take a look at it. I don't think you can. Maybe blind a little bit. No, you still can. Anyway, hold on a minute. Anyway, it's saying 1 pound, 6 ounces. Okay, 1.6 ounces. Let's try the Fluke. 1 pound, 7 ounces. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And again, there's no cracking. This thing is really solid, very solid. The Fluke also very solid. Now, what I wanted to, let me see. I'm gonna turn the lights off for y'all who, this Fluke cost me, this Fluke, brand new, when you get a Fluke installation tester like that, it's gonna cost you everywhere, what, 600, 650, maybe $700, depending on where you get it from. And ask me, is it worth it? I think so. You know, I think so. You know, but if you're just doing basic electrical testing, you may want to get look for something a little bit cheaper. Now I'm doing this. I want to show you guys the backlight. That's the. And now I'm gonna do the Fluke. Now, I know you can't see what I'm seeing. Then again, maybe some of you can. This Klein is much brighter. I mean, much brighter than this Fluke. And you're thinking about the money you spend for this thing, is this Fluke. They should be giving you a backlight like this. This Fluke costs at least 5 times what I paid for this Klein. And they should give me, they have no excuse for putting a backlight that dim in this multimeter. Now, if this was turned off, you know, it don't look so bad. You know, it's like, because I have nothing to compare it with that's better. But when I turn this on, yes, this is much brighter, much clearer. The numbers are much bigger, you know, and so the Klein wins out. So what I want to do, let me see. Let me just see how accurate the Klein is. Wait, I'm trying to, as far as putting out test voltages. I'm gonna use the Pomona. I'm gonna just do this. Okay. Start off at 50 volts first. It's on 50. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Start off on 50 volts first. And we're going to see just how well. See what it's putting out. And I'm going to do the next one with the Klein and see how the Fluke measures. Okay. It says it's putting out 55 volts here. And it's putting out 54.8, so that's 55, and have impedance of 9.910, and that's correct also. So I'm gonna go to 100. It says it's putting out 107, 106.4, okay, 106.5. It's still the same 107. Okay, let me see if it jump again. 105. Okay, that's correct also. 250. Let's say 263, 262.9, so that'd be 263. The Fluke is spot on. Let's go 500. The same 524. The same 524 too. The Fluke is putting out what it says, what it's putting out. Let's go to 1,000. Here we go, y'all. It won't read it. So that means it's putting it out. 1,048. Okay. So now let's see what the Klein says. Okay. So 125. Okay, y'all. Let's go. Let me see. What's DC? See, it's putting out 137, and that says putting out 138. I mean, it's within spec. It's not spot on, but it's within spec. It's 1.2 over. Okay, but it's within spec. That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't spot on. Let's go with 250. Say it's putting out 274. That says 275.3, so it's 1.3 over, but it's still within spec. So I'm gonna go to 500. It says 547. That's 548.8, 1.8 over. Okay, let's try 1,000 volt. I don't know if the Fluke will read it or not, but it should. Yeah, Fluke reading it. 1.7, 1.7, 1.8. So that's spot. That's it. That's 1.8. So it's reading the spot on, and the Fluke is reading it. Okay, so again, depends on what you. As far as me picking which one I was used, depends on what you're doing. You guys who picked the Fluke the first time, you were right. I would out of the two. This may be an unfair matchup, but out of the two, I would bring the Fluke in battle with me, no problem, with no hesitation at all. Out of the two, and but this Klein, this Klein is a hell of a meter. I can tell you that. I would not be afraid to bring this in battle with me also. But compared to the Fluke, it's out of its league. But it's a real good meter. It's out of league for its features. Now the safety rating, Fluke is renowned for sending their stuff through a lot of safety tests. I don't know. Let me see how many Klein brought theirs through. They're just CE and ETV. That's it. And I don't have to go through Fluke because Fluke have a whole list of stuff back here that they bring theirs through. So naturally, the Fluke is going to be the one that I pick out first. Depends on what I go, but I would not be afraid to grab the Klein to bring it into battle with me also. But since the Fluke was the incumbent, I think the Klein did pretty well as a runner-up against the Fluke. So I'm gonna give both of these today a 10. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give both of them because both of them performed well. The Klein performed better than I imagined against the Fluke, so that's why it deserves a 10. The Fluke was expected to perform the way it did, and it did perform that way. So I'm giving it a 10 also. So guys, thank you for letting me take up your time. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit that. And those who are not new to the channel, if you had already hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification that's on the side, so you'll receive all the new up and coming videos that I have, and I have a lot of them that's on the way. So you won't miss a thing. So you guys take care. You guys be safe out there. Continue to make money. Live peacefully. All right, out of here.